local forecast with meteorologist Jackson Chastain starts now.
Quiet one out in Lidditz. Different picture just 12 hours ago with the rain and the thunderstorms that we saw moving through. We'll stay unsettled today, and that's because we have this stationary front sticking around over the eastern half of PA, and that will drive in a little bit of instability, help create the environment necessary for things to kick off. But notice on the backside, not a whole lot going on, and so higher pressure, relatively drier conditions will take over for the start of the work week. For today, though, that on and off thunderstorm and shower activity that we've been accustomed to all weekend, status quo here. Maybe you do get some decent rainfall out of this. I think a lot of us are just going to be hit or miss in nature, and a lot of us are actually going to stay relatively dry, but we'll be clearing out by the evening and overnight hours. So really, we just got to get through the day, and then things are going to look a whole lot better on the rain side of things. On the total side of things, as I've mentioned, it's going to be relatively sparse. Now, could you end up with an inch? Maybe, but I think a lot of us are going to be not looking at a whole lot all said and done. Now, we will warm up beyond the mid-70s as we get through the morning. Thankfully, because of that rain, I think we really get capped off in the upper 80s in the afternoon. So definitely not a 90-degree day unless you manage to kind of stay away from that rainfall. Now, by Monday, we certainly do get into the 90s, and we'll stay that way for Tuesday as well. There's a lot of consistency early on in the work week. That heat, humidity remaining a staple. It's actually not until we get to the second half of the week when we see significant change occur. We do have a cold front that's going to move through. That's actually going to move through in advance of that air mass. So the air mass is going to arrive a little bit later, a bit of a delayed effect there. Once it does, though, notice how all of that hot air moves off to the south, and it gets replaced by just a little bit of a milder air mass. And that's going to be, I think, a big win for us heading into the first few days of August, because that's when that change actually takes place. Not only that, the humidity dropping significantly as well. And you have to keep in mind, this air mass is coming all the way from parts of Canada, the Arctic, parts of Alaska, and it's traveled all the way down here to the mid-states. So there's a lot to tap into here. Thankfully, only one other rain chance as well for the week. So all said and done, we start off hot, but we end up with a very, very nice weekend up ahead, Kayla.
I would say so. And hey, those 92s, we mentioned those cooling centers, so make sure to just find ways to stay cool throughout the week, the beginning portion of the week.
Lots of water, too. Hydrate or dihydrate.
Oh,
you know?
Okay.
You ever heard that term?
No, I haven't, but now I have.
There you go.
Well, straight ahead.